This episode is brought to you by Only the Real Entertainment and Media Den Productions. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Here I am again, the Pod Father, getting right into it on the weekly. Just want to wish a congratulations to all the new Hall of Famers. They definitely my generation. Dirk, great champion, Pop, 5-time champion, still currently coaching. Paul Gasol, 2-time champion, and Tony Parker, a 4-time champion. I'm super excited for all of you, you know what I'm saying, to celebrate what y'all have done for the league. Not only for the league, but worldwide. All of these are players who played internationally. Super influential and inspiring the next generation. And we definitely want to give flowers to D Wade in the midst of all that's going on with Paul Pierce and the James Harden comparisons. We get into that soon. The James Harden comparisons and all of that, I think it's very important and very classy of him to have Allen Iverson be a major part of his speech. What it also stated very loudly, which we already knew, was that the Miami Heat are a family and they'll forever be a family, no matter if D-Wade has ties to the Jazz in which he's a minority owner. Instead of having a stake down here, they're still family. UD, Zoe, Pat, and all the players prior. You got LeBron tweeting out Heat Nation. LeBron knows what we did for him and what he did for us. And it's a respect that we will always have for him bringing those two banners. But D-Wade is the catalyst of all of that. You know what I mean? For Miami Heat Nation, even to right now, influencing Jimmy Butler to come to Miami, in which we made 2 finals in his tenure already, along with 3 Eastern Conference championships. So I'm super excited for D-Wade. Third best shooting guard in NBA history, no matter what anybody says. Master at splitting the double team. Uber athletic. I felt like his peak could have lasted longer had his body held up. But he was fighting with injuries since college, but he maximized his body to his fullest potential. Working out with Tim Grover and getting after a young, hungry Chicago kid. 3-time champion and a catalyst for one of the most storied franchises in the last 30 years. So shout out to you, D-Wade. Appreciate it. Happy for you, King. And I'm happy that we're giving you your flowers while you can still smell them for sure. Now, we can really get to the tea. This is beautiful. This is great. We're going to keep it nice and short and sweet today. Wait. We have another top 5 all-time shooting guard in James Harden. During his China tour, this is great. He says that Daryl Morey is a liar and I will never play for an organization that he ran. And then he doubled back and said it twice. Now, I'm going to tell you why that's petty. A lot of people don't know Daryl Morey's ties to China. There was an infamous tweet, which I don't have the time to recover and go over. There were things going on in China, and Daryl Morey felt the need to address it. Long story short, NBA lost millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars in potential. It lost a lot of sponsorships over there. And a lot was going on with that. So James Harden saying that in China tells me where his relationship is with Daryl Morey. Now, before we get into James Harden and Daryl Morey, very important that I want to point out. These owners and these general managers don't owe y'all nothing. If you're listening to this and you hope these general managers do not owe y'all nothing, no matter if you got a verbal confirmation or what have you, or people give you a word. We've heard plenty times in which the general manager has given them the word they won't be traded. to have them turn around and trade them the next day or the next week. Chris Paul was another one with Daryl Morey. Said that he will not be traded to the Thunder. Traded him. Marcus Smart is another one. Traded him. DeMar DeRozan traded him. You see the narrative that these owners and these general managers will paint of the players that they're disloyal when they want out, which does not exclude James Harden from acting the way he's acting. Again, I will get more into depth with that. What I want to say first off is that these managers will always look out for their best interests, and that's them and not you. No matter what you've done for the franchise, blood, sweat, and tears, bought them millions of dollars, had them get box office, get other good players there to make them competitive, to expand their product and to expand their pockets. They will always do what's best for them, regardless. We're seeing that with Portland. Yes, I'm a petty Heat fan. We're getting reports in which they are not budging, even though Dame wants to come to Miami. He's done everything that he's done for that franchise. He's bled Portland for a decade plus, and he's always made it abundantly clear that he wanted to win there. The front office failed him. You know what I mean? You could say it's his location. You could say it's this, that, and the third. But the front office failed Damian Lillard. And now they're salty that he wants to go to a contender to maximize his chances of winning. And we've seen that over and over. And with the new CBA, we may continue to see it. I haven't read too much into the fines that will be applied if we see another Ben Simmons situation, but I'm pretty sure they'll be hefty. So, training camp comes around in a month and a half, and no deal is done. Damian Lillard will be professional and show up. But you never want to have a disgruntled star, right? And he's a superstar. He's the guy. He wants the attention. He wants to win badly. And he's box office. You definitely want to get him taken care of. Now you have a bright future. Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons, Scoot. And then you have, two vets and Nurkic, and which may be, he may be part of the Dame deal. Nurkic is still, one healthy, a top 10 big in the league. And you have Jeremy Grant, of course, who's an underrated wing. Still not going to get you enough to get through the West or be competitive in any imagination. And Dame knows this. But back to James Harden. James Harden is the extreme of what I just explained, right? You're looking at what he did with Houston when they got mollywopped by the LA Lakers. And he gave that diva-ish press conference, which was unlike anything I've ever seen. He basically threw 1 through 14, all 14 teammates under the bus, started the bus, drove it over them, then looked back, then reversed. He said that we're not competitive enough and I don't know why I'm here. He was traded the next day. But that is extremely unprofessional and unbecoming of you. You then go to Brooklyn, and then you seemingly throw a fit. We see you at Detroit, chasing after the ball, giving no effort, showing your disdain of not wanting to be there after you received the initial trade that you wanted, because Kyrie was going whatever he was going through, not whatever he was going through. He didn't want to take the vaccine, which is his body, his ability to do so. And you throw a tantrum over there, and they get you up out of there, and you get to Philly, and you said that you wanted to get to Philly, and you and Daryl Morey are reunited. Y'all blow a 3-2 series lead to the Boston Celtics, which was a very winnable series, especially in the fourth quarter of that Game 6. And you were a free agent the year before. I know exactly what the deal is. Daryl Morey comes to you, hey, James, we have a rapport. We need to build around the rest of the team. If you take a large chunk of this salary cap, we'll be handicapped and we won't be able to put players around you, Joel and Maxey and Tobias. He says, all right, I trust you. We built something special in Houston. Contender for almost a decade over there. Why not? So you sign, get pieces around you, PJ Tucker, etc. You lose in the second round, and you play poorly in the game 7. You hit up Daryl Morey, like, yo, hey, I know we lost, but trying to get the max dollars. What you talking about? Daryl Morey, like, what? After what I just saw? Yeah, about that? Not happening, pal. What happened to our deal? What deal? Cool. All right. I'm a opt in. Trade me. I'm not playing for you because you just capped. You just told me a lie. All right. All right, I want to go to LA. The LA Clippers. All right. Morey goes to the Clippers and he doesn't like what he hears. Now, this very same person who promised me that you were going to pay me is now keeping me hostage because you don't like what's out there in the market. But you also don't want to lose me for nothing and non-equal value. So if you didn't believe I was an all-caliber, all-NBA, all-star player, why wouldn't you let me go for cheap? You see, owners and general managers have the ability to get the whole bakery. Not have their cake and eat it too. No. They can get the whole bakery if they need to. And as a player, contractually, it's not much you could do. It's insane. It's insane. Daryl Morey apparently is unaffected by what James Harden is saying. You then have Joel Embiid removing Philadelphia from his Instagram bio. And the Miami Heat has been a constant name for both players. Who would I want? You put a gun on the back of my head. I would love Joel Embiid down here with our culture, with our structure. I feel like in Philadelphia, he never really had any structure. And the OGs that came in, I don't think they really connected with Joel, and they definitely didn't connect with Ben Simmons. So I think that's the case over there in Philly. It's getting ugly. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I would love Joel Embiid in a Miami Heat uniform. Wouldn't mind James. Yeah, have a great time on 183rd, my boy. G5, the office, Tootsie's. Boy, all I'm going to do is drive to Miami Gardens, go see James Harden, throw some guys hundreds at these strippers, man. Hey, man, that's it for me. Get Dame. I don't have anything I'm listening to tomorrow. I know I usually tell y'all when something is dropping. I don't have anything I'm listening to tomorrow. The reason I was fired, if you listen to the last pod, y'all send me music, y'all send me news, y'all send me whatever. Real Hoops, we cover it all. Shout out. Let's get it.
Like and subscribe to Real Hoops everywhere for all of our content. Click the notification bell to stay up to date with every single new release. That way you don't miss a beat when we got everything going on for you that has everything to do with hoops. Tap in and show love.